if you could, it'd be cool as shit if you could jump around to both of them. Maybe I only need like 8 more to hit 1,000 subscribers over at the Legends and Tales of Josey Wales. So if you could help me out there, that'd be awesome. And this other channel, about there you go. There's a notification just went out for that. What's this say? Basically just doing a lot, just talking right now. But I found my old phone and I jumped everything over to the other thing. But I found some videos on there from my channel. Maybe I'll pull them up and critique them. I don't know how old they are. I guess they're a month or two back, but I got to make sure they're on the same channel, so they can't get me for any kind of copyright. If they do, then I mean, I'm the owner of it. I made the material, so it is what it is. I'm just gonna go take a look at these. What's that say? So I don't know where you guys are at, but it's muggy tonight. It's humid, and it's just starting to rain. We're supposed to have a thunder and lightning later on. I don't know what time. I think they said 10:30 or 11, and maybe hopefully it'll cool the hell off over here. I'm getting ready to move from my domicile, my house. Let me show you where I live. Been moving stuff out. That's my house back over there behind that tree. I'm trying to bring it up. Yeah. And I'm getting ready to move. And hopefully things will be getting better for me. I've had a pretty rough 2 years, man. You couldn't believe the shit that happened to me. It was ridiculous. And I don't like to bitch, complain, or whine, but I'm going to do it anyway for a little bit. Hang on 1 second. What's going on here? Okay, we're good. Yeah, I started off about a year and a half ago. I lost my job. I was there for 6 years. And they brought in younger, candidates for the job. And they just wanted to kind of get rid of me because I was making more money. And they can't get over on somebody that's older, has been around for a while and knows all the games that businesses like to play. So they like youth. They want to bring young kids in because it's easier to manipulate them and pay them less, which is kind of unfair. And they were doing it. They were going to probably, if Trump hadn't taken all the immigrants and started pushing them out of the country, these companies would do the same damn thing. Take advantage of them, and meanwhile fire everybody else. It's basically the rich, going after the poor all the time. If you look at all the problems in the world, it's all the rich and powerful. Hey, what's up, Doc? How you doing? Yeah. What's that about moving? Yeah, nah, it was bound to happen. I couldn't pay the rent was too. What's this? Wow, I'm sorry to hear that about your dad. Yeah, that's a brutal loss. And if I go back 20 years, I lost both my mom and dad within the same year. That was really brutal. So I've already been a veteran of shit hitting the fan. Yeah, I've already had things happen, and I'm older now. But I tell you what, a lot of stuff had happened in the last year, and I don't know how the hell I kept my cool. Yeah. Yep. So anyway, right now I'm literally still looking for a place to live. However, I just out of the blue got another job offered to me. I applied for this 7 months ago. I worked with this guy and his brother years ago. They own a place called Purebred Deli. There's must be 6 of them in the state of Delaware that I know of, or at least more than multiple. Who's that? Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? And I'm gonna see if I can get in there. I had a job, still kind of do, that was given to me about a month ago. and I told him I couldn't work. I worked two days and told him, look, I got so much shit going on. I'm in the process of moving. I had to go to eviction court, all this other crap. So I basically, they said, you know what? Give us a call in a couple weeks. So I could still go back up there, but I'm not, I'll be honest with you. I think this other place will be more in line with what I'd want to do. I worked with these guys. They were brothers, the Nardosis was their last name. They, like I said, they created this purebred deli, and there's a bunch of them now. And I'm hoping that I can get in there. Mike called me out of the blue because I had asked him right before I started working at the Blue Rocks, and I guess they didn't need anybody then. What's that? Did the country? No, it didn't totally fall through there, Doc. I mean, I'm still could go back up there. I just worked 2 days, and I had so much shit going on. I said, look, I can't. I have to start getting stuff out of my house. They had me on days, and I was working Frawley Stadium at night. And the days, here's the deal. I was making fast cash doing DoorDash during the days. So I kind of needed that money. And I just was honest and told them. And they said, well, take care of what you got to do now and give us a call. We'll hold a spot, which is pretty much unheard of. And it's a good thing, but I don't know what it is. I don't care for one situation over there right now is that they basically, their system is they have you basically here's how you punch in with your phone. Okay, you know, your time clock, whatever. They have a couple different apps you have to download into your phone, and I personally don't like that because also they're taking information off of you and selling it on the side. That's a common practice with a lot of companies. Now you might say, well, it's nothing, it's this, that, and the other thing. It's not a big thing, not, but yeah. Kind of is. That was one thing that bothered me. The other thing is that with it, you also had, if you wanted time off, instead of just being able to go to the boss, you know, whoever the manager is, you had to basically find your replacement for that day of the week, whatever. Meaning you had to contact one of the other employees, see if you could switch up. And that to me is bullshit in a way. I mean, it's okay if you're willing to do that. Here's my problem with that. You're not getting paid to, plus they had you doing your taxes on the end of the year by your, you know, it's all there. You can put it together. No, I can't because I'm not an accountant and I don't want an extra job and not get paid for it. It's the same thing. Way back, they started getting rid of baggers at grocery stores, and basically you're lucky enough to get the bag. You're, you know, do work for them, free labor for them. I don't play that shit. That bothers me when a company does that kind of stuff. I get it. You're trying to save money and make money, but there's a lot of shit that just for some reason bothers me at the core. You know, because somebody else is out of a job because now you're doing their job. And I don't know if I'm getting my point across or if you guys even agree with me, but it just kind of bothered me. Yeah. So anyway, I guess I'm boring the shit out of everybody's from jumping off of here. Is there anybody else on the thing here? No, there's still people on there. Okay. So basically, I don't know how the hell I can start rambling about this. Yes, I could probably go back to the country club. And by the sounds of it, they still have me in the system. We have apps on here, or actually it's on the phone. This is my old phone. And, you know, I can program, whatever, do all that shit. Now, I don't really want to. I don't want that. You should have a schedule hanging on the wall. I'm old school. I don't want to mess around with AI. But that's just me. I'm old. But anyway, I wanted to pull this up and see what I had. Found some videos. This is my old phone. Here I am right here at the Blue Rocks. Hopefully there's no obscenities in here that are going to get it flagged. I don't think so, because I don't know. I think most of this stuff's probably published and on my Josey Wales channel. But let's see. See if you can. some of the other restaurants in the area. I was walking down by the riverfront. About 2 months. I was walking down the street by the riverfront, and there's a lady, damn near topless, standing in front of. What the hell happened there? Must have. Wait a minute. It ended. Yeah, it was some crazy lady riding a bicycle, and I'm telling you, I couldn't tell. I didn't want to stare real quick. She looked like she was topless as I was walking into Timothy's restaurant. But hang on. Let me see if there's any more. I had all kinds of videos here. Here's another one. I don't know what this is. This is me in the car. Go figure. Never see this, huh? I'm always in my freaking car. How you doing? I don't know if you guys can see that. Just jumped on here because I saw something that's kind of disturbing. Is it all? It's hard to see the picture because it's probably not. People probably don't even know this is happening right now. Over in Spain, in parts of Europe, France is one of the places. This is a month or two back. Nuts rioting. Muslims from North Africa and from the Middle East are literally just attacking everybody and anybody. They look like wild. Hey, take it easy. Thank you for stopping by. When you get a chance, you can come back and check me out. Stabbing people with hypodermic needles. I think it was in France. That was in France. It was something that was going on. Anyway, if you gotta go, you gotta go, bro. Thank you, and put a thumbs up on the way out. That's cool. And is there anybody still on here? I don't even know if I made everybody run away. Wait a minute. Mixed Media, hey, how you doing? Good seeing you. Yeah, guess what? I am out of my house. Well, not yet, not quite. I got to 26, and I decided I'm taking OJ with me. If I have to live in the car, here's what I'm going to do. Here's my game plan. Tell me if this makes sense. I'm going to find someone who can watch them during the days when I'm working, like a foster care type of thing. They basically pick them up in the evening when I get done work or whatever. And maybe 2 days a week, if I can afford it, go down Red Roof Inn, stay there. They allow pets. So until I can get something. Plus, I just got offered another job. Yeah. Now I'm taking OJ with me, and I'm hoping that's cool. Because I mean, this is all. I'm gonna let him out of the cage when, not when I'm driving. I've already had him out here. He's calmed down, and I bought him a harness so I can take him out and walk him. Take him to the park. The problem is with them harnesses, if I remember correctly, they don't want to stay on cats too much. The cats are like Houdini. They can get the hell out of them in a heartbeat. Never even see it happening, So what I'm going to do is temporarily, maybe, I don't know, I'm still working on actually getting a place, but I don't know if they're going to allow cats. And I ain't going nowhere without OJ. He's with me. I'm going to figure it out one way or another. I had everything but the job that I just got. That's another reason why the country club wasn't working out too good. What's that? Yeah. Yep. Exactly, man. That's like your support system. You know what I'm saying? When shit is going down the drain, hey, Amir, how you doing? When everything's going down that drain, that cat will never turn on you. You know what I mean? It's always there. Animals are loyal, And it's the way I'm looking at it, I'm not even too upset about, this shit happening. It's happening for a reason. Well, I didn't pay the rent fast enough. That's one reason. I can laugh about it, but I'm almost caught up. But they didn't want to re-up my, my lease is up anyway. So I'm out, and I'm good with that because it's too much money for what I was getting. What's it say? It was not easy. Always snuck them into hotels, traveling across country. Snuck them into apartments, even brief homelessness. Yeah, how will a cat do it? If I had a couple days where he's with me in a car, basically I'll be hanging with him when I can. But I also do DoorDash. I'll have him in his cat carrier in the back doing that. I don't know if you're allowed to even do that. I haven't figured it out. So I might have to drop him off to, Faithful Friends has somebody over there that may foster, the whole thing's kind of screwed up, but I'll just have to figure it out. That's all. It is what it is. So, anyway, man, it's humid as shit right now. It wasn't too bad earlier. It's supposed to rain, thunder and lightning, the whole 9 yards in a short while. Maybe an hour or two. Maybe it's 2 hours, I guess, about 10. The hell time is it? It's almost 9 right now. Yeah, about 10 o'clock, I think I saw. What's this say? No, but they're going to be 1,000 times better with you for knowing they can come back to you than being sold or given away. Yeah, no, I ain't playing that. I lost my other cats that way not a long time ago. About 3-4 years ago, I had to surrender. Man, that was heartbreaking as shit. And I mean, it's like telling somebody, you got to give up your kid. And that's the way I feel. It's like, OJ's like my son, basically. He's part of the family type of thing, It's heartbreaking. And the only thing worse than that is when they pass away. It's brutal. And that's the next thing. I just lost a cat. What was it? Back around 4th of July. The other one died. That little cat was cute as hell. Probably seen her on my YouTube channel. Very photogenic, and I miss her. I'm thinking about her all the time. Man, great cat. Really, you come home, you sit down, she comes running over and jumps on you, and OJ's not as friendly like that. Yeah, but she would be like, I'd be like lying back in the recliner. She'd come up, she'd lie her head down on my chest and just chill out. And, I couldn't even get up from that. I miss her. Was that your kid, your best friend? Yeah, and your family. It's right. Cats you love are like all that rolled in together. You're right. Exactly. They depend on you. And in the end, you depend on them sometimes too. And that's exactly what's going on here, Did I vote for Donald Trump? I don't even really want to talk about Donald Trump or voting. And besides, that's a long while. So, but what if I did, Amir? Would it matter right now? Does any of it matter? I'm looking at all the politics and horse shit going on in the world, and I'm wondering, why do we spend so much effort worrying about that? And we don't worry about where we came from. And God, we probably should be paying more attention to Jesus and God or whatever you know what I mean? And we're worried about mere human beings who are power hungry. So what's that say? Yeah. Yeah, you boiled it down right what I was trying to say. It's good versus evil anyway. I mean, it's separation of the sheeps and goats. You're right now you're seeing which direction people are walking, where they're going, away from God or towards them. And the world's really messed up, in my opinion. No, I didn't, Amir. Did you vote, Amir? Do you vote? And if so, how many times have you voted? How old are you, Amir? I'll tell you what, I'll make you a mod if you can answer some of my questions. I think it's only fair. You're on here asking me questions, so how about that? Hey, there he is. How you doing, Eric? Long time no see. Good to see you, dude. What time's it over there? You're up late. It's it's about 9 o'clock in the evening over here. Yeah, yeah. It's been a long while. Are you getting any of my what do you call it, notifications? They're randomly sending them out. It's a little bit better than before. Hopefully one day they get it fixed. It's retarded. A lot of problems with YouTube right now. Um, that they're personally, I think they're destroying their platform. There's too much censorship, and it's just ridiculous. It's always been too much censorship, but they're interfering with all kinds of things, and that's just my critique on them. I'm not trying to attack you, YouTube, so you don't have to retaliate. I'm just speaking, and maybe you can learn something about what we think and make yourself better, YouTube. So if you're willing to listen, I'm willing to talk. Here's something you might want to think about. It seems like there's a lot of interference going on that, bots will come in and they'll try to interrupt stuff and this, that, and the other thing, whether they're trying to or programmed to or whatever it is. I don't feel that that's fair. And they'll come on. I've literally had them tell me that I was going against the guidelines. But isn't it against the guidelines to sabotage someone's channel? Because in a sense, I've literally seen views disappear and all kinds of neat stuff like that, which would piss a person off when they're putting effort in trying to make a better channel for the people that do watch them. I don't know. I don't want to even ramble on about this, but what's this? About 3. That's 3 o'clock over there, Eric. That's it's pretty late, I guess. Over on the other channel, Eric, we got Amir, but it's not the Amir It's a bot. They're making bots named after some of my mods, but he's asking to be a mod, and I'm not trying to be rude to them because actually, do you know that it's according to their guidelines now, you can't be mean to a bot or you can't, not even mean. You got to watch, and that's kind of ridiculous. Okay, that's like talking to I don't know. Can't even think of a TV set or I don't know, an inanimate object, and you're not allowed to, don't say anything bad about that iron over there or that, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. About what about Amir being over there? You can go over there and hassle him a little bit if you want. He's been off and on here. I haven't seen him recently. He came back for a little bit, and and all bullshit aside and everything, all jokes aside, I was kind of concerned because he's over in, right where a lot of the fighting's happening over there. He said it's not that close, but it's in his country, and you don't want to hear, they're dropping bombs on your mods over there. That's the thing. I have mods from all over the world, or some. And wait a minute, what's this? Background installation paused. The hell is that? That's no Wi-Fi, maybe. Anyway, what's this say? I was trying to look up your other channel to see what channel are you on. Oh, you're on the Legends. That's a Preacher Pale Rider. I actually have other channels I barely use. There's one, Revenge of Josey Wales, and the other one was Preacher Pale Rider. And there's another one just escaping my mind right now. Wait a minute. Can't think of it. Well, wait a minute. Let's see who's chatting. And I cannot figure it out. I thought it was called, Preacher Pale Rider. Exactly. It's because they hide the damn thing. It's suppressing it. And that pisses me off. That's exactly what I was just talking about. If you go back, look back a couple minutes in this live stream, I was just saying, that's not cool. If they're looking to better themselves, YouTube, then they need to stop sabotaging shit and hiding shit. And it's ridiculous. We're just people talking here, and they're acting like we're, giving away government secrets or something. It's like, just let us talk and do our thing. keeps that platform healthy. When everybody starts bailing and going to Rumble, that's not helping them. I don't understand why. And I'm just being straight up. I'm not trying to get pissed off about it. I just hope somebody hears that and understands. It can't be any good for you. Are you trying to sabotage your own platform? Because it's almost happening that way. What's this? Are you comfortable with your new job? Yeah, it depends on what job you're talking about, because I'm still working at the baseball stadium, and I'm getting done in a week or so is the end of the season. And then I got another guy called me or texted me. I applied for work with him. I knew him from him and his brother used to work at a restaurant that I worked at. And that's about 30 years ago, almost 20, 25 years ago. And I ran into him. I went into his restaurant. I had been looking for work, but then right at that same time, the Blue Rocks hired me, and I didn't hear anything more from him. And he texted me out of the blue, said all his employees are leaving to go back to college and this and that, and wanted to know if I was still looking. So, excuse me, got heartburn. I'll probably check him out because he's local, and they got at least 5 places right now, maybe more. They're trying. I think they might even be franchised. It's a place called Purebred Deli. I don't know if it's just in Delaware or if they spread out yet. He might be in Jersey and Pennsylvania too. I'm not sure. Let's see. What else we got here? Nope, cannot find it. Even in my subs. That's crazy as hell. But I also haven't been using it that much. Like just for live streams. I did a couple videos, like shorts on it. That, you know what? I can send you, watch this. I'll send you a link. I think I can. Wait a minute. Hang on for 1 minute. Let me see if I can send you a link. I don't know. Hopefully. Let me see here. Okay, I think I sent you a, what the hell does this say? Chat GPT. Wait a minute, no, that's something that you, okay. That was something that's sent to me. All right, I sent you a link there, Mixed Media. See if you can see if you can find it. And let me turn this back. Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I talked to Tammy. Tammy said she's gonna probably hop on. It worked. There you go. Tammy's probably gonna come on. One of her cats is having kittens as we speak, and she's kind of playing nursemaid, I guess. So that's cool. You got on. Yep. So how you been, Eric? Been a little while. What's this? What is the crown thing? Wait a minute. The crown thing. I'm not sure. Crown. As in like king crown. Like. Yes, exactly, Doc. What is it? Two crown thing? I don't know. Hang on. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm not sure what you meant, dude. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, what's that? Let's see. So you got it, right? Mixed Media, you managed to get over. That's cool. Finally, half the time I try to do that, and it seems like, you know what? Maybe YouTube's listening, because I was just trying to give them some constructive criticism, not jumping their shit, just saying, hey, how about stop playing games or whatever the hell's going on? Maybe there's a malfunction. Just fix it. Yeah. Thank you, Mixed Media. You're always it's always good when you're on here because you're very intelligent and you add a lot to the conversation. No, what's going on with that Roblox thing? I'm not really sure. Was this the state of Russia has a double-headed eagle with two? Actually, that's a Masonic thing, I think, too. And if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not sure, but I thought I heard that had tied into Masonic order. The two heads are looking two different directions. One's looking one way and the other. And I don't know whether this has anything to do with it, but during the Civil War, the buttons on the uniforms, the Eagles had that were on the Union side. I think Confederates probably similar. There was a lot of Masonic stuff going on in symbolism and stuff, but the beak of the eagle during wartime would point to the right. It would have in its claw arrows, and that meant wartime. That might be right on wrong on which direction. And then on the other hand, if the eagle's pointing, his head's pointing to the olive branch hand that he had, time of peace. And that's how esoteric, or how down to they were big into the symbols. Hey, there she is. What's up, Tammy? How you doing? How's the kittens coming along there? Wait a minute, let's see. Roblox is terrible. Wait a minute. So the platform is the gaming platform for children, and they were already filled with pedophiles, but now the company itself is going, and people are trying to go after peds. Yeah, well, you know what? Get them. Hunt them down. And this is what bothers me, because they're worried right now, about the age limit on how old you are online there. But meanwhile, they don't seem to give a shit about all those kids that ended up on Jeffrey's Island, and a lot of shit happened to them. And if they're alive, there's a lot of trauma and post-traumatic stress. It's not getting taken care of. So they're talking out of both sides of their mouth. They, say what you mean and mean what you say. Go after the criminals or not, But I say go after them, and full time, not half-assed, What's this say? Just look into it. It's bad, but worse lately because they're literally having games where adults can interact with children. That's fucked up, That's fucked up. What's this say? 5 babies. Oh, that's cool. Tammy's on the other live stream. She just her cat just had 5 kittens. Man. Now, why are they allowed to do that? And yet, I heard that there was a new rule. I'm not sure if it's just YouTube, where you have to. Algorithm's going to try to find out how old you are. I don't know how or why, but evidently to keep kids off of certain platforms, which every single time I put up a video, I always say not for kids, even if it could be. I don't want any problem with that. There, if I ever say something that isn't right, like start cursing or anything, they can take your channel down. What's it say? You think it's Amir who's making these bots? Maybe. Why is he not coming on to I don't know. I mean, why would YouTube do that? It seems really weird, but maybe it is Amir. Maybe he's sending bots in instead of coming on himself. I don't know. I don't know, dude. But I know over in Europe now, in England, they're really going off. You say something wrong on the over in England, the UK, cuss about the crown or your higher ups, I guess politicians, they're coming after you. They're going to come kick your door in over a video, or just seems kind of nuts. That's your freedom of speech is gone if you ever had any. some freaking kid at my little sister's birthday party invited a user from, oh man, their friend and gave their address. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's just say. You know what, Doc? I don't know whether that is a mirror. I don't, maybe. Or maybe it's somebody that's seen him come on here and they're hoping if they pretend to be him that we're going to talk back and forth with him. But even when you do, it just keeps saying, did you vote for Donald Trump? And did you vote? And all this other stuff. First off, it's politics that is not even relevant now. I mean, it is and it isn't. Election's been over for 7 months. Yeah, and people don't necessarily want to sit there and share all that information anyway, especially now because the line is divided right down the middle of the country. You got people that are ready to start a civil war because they didn't win this time out. Well, go figure. If you're not allowed to cheat, I guess it's harder to win, huh? Yeah, they got caught. What's this? Yeah, I don't think it's a mirror either. I think it's weird though that they used his name. So did they pick it up from watching my my channel and saw a mirror on here? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So Tammy, you had 5 kittens, huh? They all looking healthy. You said earlier that one was one of its legs was bald. Did you ever hear of that? Mixed media. She said earlier when I was talking to her, one of the kittens came out with a bald leg. One of its legs for some weird reason. Well, let's hope they're okay. Wow, did you guys see that? It was like lightning big time over here. It's getting ready to thunder and lightning. See if I can point it over there for a moment, see if you see some lightning, and I'll let you guys see it. Put it right over here, just for a minute, because I just saw like 3 big bolts of lightning flash over there. Now it's going to make a liar out of me and not do it again. Yeah, screw it. Turn that back around. And that. The other day, there's a tree right out in front of me. The other day I was in here doing a live stream, and I don't know whether it was a fox or a coyote. I think it was a fox, a real large fox. I mean, occasionally you hear about coyotes in Delaware. Not a whole lot of them. But this looked a little bit bigger than maybe just a large fox. And it ran right in front of me, like, and went behind a tree and ran into the dark area over there in front of my house. Freaked me out because I had to walk over there later on. What's this? Can't see anyone in the chat except me. How is that even? You? Oh! Tammy's over on the other channel. Tammy's back on. Hey, Tammy, jump over to the other channel if you're still there. Yeah, Tammy's over on the other channel. That's one thing doing a double check. There she is. You see that? Mixed media. See if she sees it now. Cool, you guys. All right, there you go. What's this say? I was there. You were saying that. What are you talking about there, Doc? I'm running back and forth here, and I'm not sure. Oh! I see. You jumped channel to channel. Okay, yeah. Thank you. And by the way, I see you guys got thumbs up over there. Look at that. Okay, yeah, there is thumbs up. There's nobody over there. Sometimes the statistics ain't reading right over on the Josey Wales channel. But it says I have 8 thumbs up, so I'll take that. Wait a minute and see. So did the country club gig break out? I could still go back there, Doc. I told him I needed a little time off because all the shit that was going down. Literally was looking for a place to live, had to go to court for eviction, which doesn't make any sense. I owe him a month's rent. I'm backed up, but I'm already making payments on it, and my time's up at the end of August anyway. And they dragged me into court again. I guess they think I'm going to run off and not pay them their, a month and a half. And they can take it out of their frickin' security deposit, whatever. I ain't even sweating it. What's that say? Technicality. Yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of relieved. Believe it or not, I'm staring at homelessness pretty shortly, it looks like. And I don't even give a shit. That's the bizarre thing. I mean, I give a shit, but I'm not sweating it. And I should be because Uncle Donald over there in Washington, D.C. is calling you a fucking outlaw and a drug addict and whatever else if you don't have a home. Well, how about this, Donnie boy? How about maybe if people weren't so fucking greedy and lifting the rent, people, and let's just say, for instance, for shits and giggles purpose, that, people were actually getting hired and the fucking robots are coming in, getting ready to take our jobs, getting it. They're winding it down for us. They're gonna eventually put us on what's called, can't think of the name, universal pay. And that's basically, you're just a useless feeder time. And right after that, when the money runs out, you can go over here in a camp, stay there, see if you ever come out. That's what I really believe is happening. It's called World War II. Hitler did something very similar, but they didn't, different, but the same in a lot of ways, in my opinion. What's this say? Yeah. Are you leaving, Eric? Good seeing you. Stop by every now and again. The cat's coming with me, Doc. I decided I've been feeling like shit the last few days, and finally I just, you know what? I'm gonna make it work somehow. I can take him out. I got him a leash. I'm gonna try to and a harness. You take him out in the park, let him walk around with me, and guess we're in here for the time being. But the good thing is, save up a little money. There's a hotel I can take. We can hang out there maybe twice a week, and maybe one of my sisters might be able to, stop by there for a little bit here and there. And the rest is me basically, I don't know yet. I think, well, actually, no, wait a minute. There is one other option. There's another place that I've literally did paperwork to try to get into. And that's another thing with the country club. In the beginning, I asked them, can you write me a note? You just hired me. Write me a note so I can hand it to them, and they'll let me to fucking go in there. And they didn't. They said they couldn't. They got to wait till the human resource guy. And meanwhile, the clock's ticking. And that kind of turned my stomach on working there, too. I didn't even mention that. It would just been like, hey, yeah, he's going to work here. And I did. I worked 2 shifts, and I told him, look, I got to pull out because I got to make money right now to pay my way out of this by DoorDash and quick money. And what's this? A lot of people talking here. Let me get caught up on reading this. Let me see. My previous experience, a neighbor got a little too friendly with my cat, and it almost killed me because of the infections. And they would treat me at the hospital because I didn't wear a mask. Oh, with that, yeah, the COVID shit, yeah. what's this? Just don't let anyone else ever. He's learning. He's learning his leash. I haven't even yet. Um, I got him a harness. I still got to get a leash. I mean, I just got it yesterday, and I'm thinking, man, I just don't want to give up my cat. I'm going to train him. So and if I'm in the park or something, I might let him out of the car if I'm standing there, but I'd rather have a harness and leash. I don't think he would run and take off. You know what? Wait a minute. Hang on 1 second. My battery's probably pretty damn low. Yep. Let me charge this one. Good thing I remembered that. Yeah, I don't think he would run, but if a dog happens to wander in, he might take off up a tree or somewhere. Wait a minute. Let me put this down here for a minute. That's a shitty angle, but now that I got the wire and it doesn't, I had to hold it, so I put it down there. What's this? What? And bit infection from cat bites is so bad it can be fatal. Cat freaked out and you ought to go see what happened to my hand. My cat had a seizure, tore me up. And matter of fact, I think I might have in my. I wonder if I can bring that up. I showed Tammy. My hand was ripped up. She had it. She was sitting on the sink and had a seizure. This is about maybe a month before she passed. What's this? Bite infections are terrible. Treated with peroxide saline, rinse raw honey, antibiotics off Amazon made it. Was it Allicin garlic? Yep. Colloidal silver. Still very painful. Who, me? With the cat? Once, no, two different cats. But that, you got a good memory. The other one was years ago with my cat, and that I learned that you never, if you see a cat having a, wait a minute. All right. Didn't know if that was still on there. If you see a cat having a seizure, don't fucking try to grab it to keep it from. It was my cat's Scout was on it was on a coffee table, right? And he started rolling around and eyes rolling, and I went to grab him. Man, he clamped onto me and bit the shit out of my hand. I just saw more lightning. We're about to have a storm, and clawed and shit. I sit there and unlock his. It was like a pit bull. He been in there, had it like I was patting him like, let go, Scout, come on, talk real gentle. And he started to come back around. He had major seizure, and he died about 6 months later from that. But I thought I knew better. And my other cat, I'm sitting talking on the phone, and I look over, and it falls off the frickin'. It was on the sink in my bathroom. Luckily, I had the door open. I saw it happening. I'm sitting there. I'm a haul ass because she literally fell, hit the toilet seat, and fell into the damn toilet. I went to grab her, pull her out. Same damn thing. But I wasn't going to let her sit there and struggle to get out of the toilet. Really not a good thing. I hear dogs have a lot of seizures too. You got to. I wouldn't want to even go near a dog with a seizure because I know how bad a cat can be. What's this? Yes, it did happen twice, Doc. And it wasn't. It's scary when they're like that. Yes, exactly. I'm trying to, I think I actually got a picture of my hand. I sent it over. I was like, hey, I was talking to Tammy, I think, when that happened. I said, Tammy, check this out. And my whole hand's got like bite marks and shit. And it fucked me up. What's this? Yeah, I learned a valuable lesson. Next time I'm running the other direction if I see him bouncing around and shit. But I had to do that because she literally fell off the sink, landed on like the toilet seat, and fell into the toilet. And I didn't want her like
drowned in there. Ran, it's crazy. I ran in there, grabbed her up, like by her neck, just lifted her out of the thing, and she went nuts. I had to get her out of there. What's that? My best friend in high school. What's that? Had an environmental seizure. What is that? That just like some kind of seizure? Let me see what we got here. Okay, you know what? This one's just about nobody looks like they're on this channel. I'm gonna put this off and bring it back up later when it's charged. Let me see. Hang on 1 minute. I'll just end this live stream.